Steroids versus natural. Do naturals really stand a chance? I cannot wait to see this video. Let's get into it.
Brandon will train naturally using my size back strategy,
Hit the head.
while Todd is hopping on steroids. For the next 100 days, we'll track their progress to see who comes out on top.
Holy shit, dude.
First, we need starting points. And to get the best data possible, we're not only using DEXA scans to measure overall fat and muscle mass, but we're also getting ultrasounds across all major muscle groups to know exactly where each person experiences the most growth. So on day one, Todd is coming in at 183 pounds and 19% body fat, while Brandon weighs only 148 pounds but scores a lean 13.6% body fat. Now compared to Todd,
would you risk everything taking steroids just for an experiment? I wonder how much these guys are getting paid to do this. You definitely have to be paying these guys to do it. Honestly, not worth it.
we actually have two major advantages. First off, Brandon is lean, which means we can focus on gaining weight to maximize growth. Whereas Todd, an aspiring bodybuilder, will soon begin dieting down for his competition. Second, while Brandon isn't a complete beginner, he's not as serious of a lifter as Todd. In normal circumstances, this means Todd would build muscle about 3 times slower than Brandon. But these aren't normal circumstances, and I'll need to use every size-based tool I know to help Brandon supercharge his training.
Okay, so the main thing I'm saying, instead of your forearms, keep it in like this, and then keep them out, 90-degree angle, controlling the way down into that stretch.
Because I'm seeing so many new lifters immediately hop on gear, I want to prove you don't need steroids to make amazing progress. And to help Brandon maximize his growth with his training, I'm going to be choosing exercises that challenge his muscles most in the stretch. For example, back in 2022, researchers compared normal pushdowns to overhead tricep extensions, which provide a deeper stretch. The result? Overhead extensions grew the triceps 1.4 times faster. So with Brandon, we're choosing exercises that maximize the challenge in this stretch position across all his major muscle groups.
He's got control the way down, full stretch. Todd should be scared.
But that's not going to be enough. We need to combine these exercises with my second size-based principle.
Let's go. What was that?
Teaching Brandon how to actually train to failure.
The only thing I don't like about the fitness space now, it's way too science-based. It's way too detail-oriented. There's a missing component. Doing things consistently, trial and error. There's too much fixation on insertion, exertion, extension, pronation, supination, the stretch position, time under tension. There's too much. I didn't think about all that when I started. And I still managed to make more progress than most human beings. That says something. There's too much. When I look at these guys, no offense, but all your detail orientation didn't really transfer to the results that equate to it. You know what I mean? I'm not insulting anybody, but that's what I notice in the fitness space now. Too much science and not enough doing. Too much science.
The rep closer to failure, on average, it leads to more growth, right? So if you're stopping, once you can't get up here and you're racking it, like, you have so much more. I want you to keep going as far as you can, even if it's just half reps, and then I want you to shrug your mid traps together. One more shrug, and Todd's done. Let's go. That is a good set. For sure.
Training with Jeremy is extremely hard, like 5 times as painful. So I'm doing like 5-6 reps more than I would usually do. And like all the exercises he gave me was hardest in the stretch position, which is the most painful as well.
Where are your optimism levels about competing now?
More optimistic. I've seen Todd before and he's already like a big guy and trains really hard. But Jeremy being there, pushing me and telling me to do like partials at the end.
Keep going.
Definitely more optimistic now.
There you go. Good. How'd that feel?
Does not feel good.
Feels great.
But while I was pushing Brandon with his workouts, Todd's chemically enhanced body was now performing at a completely different level than it used to.
How long would you say like a workout is for you generally? One and a half into 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
That's way too long. Way too long. And that's also how you know that he's not natural. If you're really going hard and you're going at it, you're hitting specific exercises, your compound lifts, dumbbells, barbell, finishing off with body weight and maybe some machines and cable. Max 75 minutes. And that's me doing it while filming as well. So if you're not doing any of that, 60 to 75 is a good ballpark. If you're there for 2 hours, I question what you're doing. I question what you're doing.
Wow. Was that like that before as well? Or? Before is only one.
So once steroids make their way into your muscle cells, they bind to a powerful androgen receptor. Once bound, they alter your muscle's genetics to dramatically increase the rates of protein synthesis and recovery. So although it...
Yeah, it makes sense why I can do 2 hours. I cannot do 2 hours. If I'm going hard, no way.
Push Brandon's workout volume and intensity to his natural limit.
Go up.
Feeling kind of heavy today.
Not only does every workout Todd do now lead to more muscle growth, but he can also train longer and harder than Brandon, yet still be
I train 4 times a week also. This guy trains... What?
able to recover from it.
6 days a week, 2 hours per session. What? Jeez, double the amount. Basically.
How much of a difference will this all make after 100 days? Well, based on prior research, beginner natural lifters can expect to put on about 3.7 pounds of muscle after 100 days of hard training.
Really? I would love to be able to build that much. Well, I'm not a beginner anymore, but geez. To even see a pound of muscle in the air now is almost impossible. I remember when I was a beginner, it was like about five to, I would say about 5 in my first year of lifting. First year, 300 plus days.
Enhanced lifters, however, gain muscle about 3 times faster, resulting in over 13 pounds of muscle gain within a similar time period. After just 30 days, I was already witnessing just how powerful steroids really are.
Holy shit, dude.
Todd had already added 2 centimeters to his shoulders. As for Brandon,
Imagine me on juice. When I look at these guys, relatively average, even the guy on stuff. Imagine me hopping on stuff, how big I'll get. To put in perspective, I'm like, right now I'm 197 pounds. I dropped about 10 pounds. Right, so I'm relatively now under 200 pounds. Imagine if I hopped on gear. How big I get? 13 more pounds of muscle? Goodness gracious.
About the same. 116.
Damn.
but despite all the progress Todd was seeing, there was still one person who wasn't satisfied with his results.
I feel like I'm a skinny bitch. I'm small, fat, and skinny. That's who I am. I don't have I don't look big. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just body dysmorphia or something like that. So you're not enough. Never enough.
So Jeremy recommended that I eat around 3,000 calories a day. I generally have a pretty hard time putting on size, so I'm hoping this new nutrition plan really helps.
Now, while Todd definitely had us beat the first month, he's now spending the rest of his time dieting for his show, which may slow down his muscle growth just enough for Brandon and I to close the gap.
Wow.
Luckily, since Brandon is less experienced in the gym, his muscles are more sensitive to growth, which means we can bump up his calories much higher than normal while having those extra calories go towards building muscle rather than fat. But this wasn't easy. Brandon is extremely active, playing several hours of competitive tennis per week. So even after eating 3,000 calories a day, Brandon was still struggling to put on weight, which meant we had to increase his calories even more.
Wow. This is the toughest part, folks. Eating. Eating more. For the people that do it for a lifestyle, respect to you, because you just get so sick and tired of food. Like, I respect people that can do this. The calorie surplus thing is a real thing, and people really aren't gaining size because of this. Because it's so hard to eat that much more. People think they eat a lot, but once you start fracking your food, you're not actually eating a lot. You're not.
As for supplements, although Todd has his special juices in him, we've got a natural supplement we'll be taking full advantage of, and one that could give us as much as a 1 to 3 pound boost in muscle. Creatine.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like much, but considering Brandon's a natural and has some experience in the gym, we may only gain just 2 to 3 pounds of muscle in the next 100 days. So even just a 1 pound boost would be huge. And with Brandon finally starting to make some good progress on the scale, I couldn't wait for our next check-in with Todd.
Bad news, guys. I just got a call from Todd, and apparently he's moving out of the city. He's still down to take part in the experiment, but he's not coming in the gym anymore for check-ins, which means Brandon and I are going to have no idea how Todd is doing until the final day.
Wow.
And it just means that Brandon and I got to really start training hard and really push for that final result.
Wow.
All right, so we're going to put this between your back and the bench. This way, you're able to open up your chest way more, get a deeper stretch. Nice. And all we're going to do, lean back. You feel that stretch?
Yeah, right here.
Exactly. It's going to be harder, it's going to be more painful, but we got to do whatever it takes to be Todd, all right? All right, hit the hand, hit the hand. Hit the hand. Hit the hand 2 more times. Come on, Brandon.
I love it.
Come on. Nice. There we go. Get that chest up. String here. I'm pulling you. Good. Nice.
I feel like my strength has been really progressing well. So I think at the beginning of the challenge, I was dumbbell pressing around like 50, 55 pounds. And now I can do 3 sets of 10 with 75. So I think that's it.
For our beginner lifters, appreciate all the progress you're making, really, because that first 5 years of lifting, you will make your most gains if you do things properly. After those first 5 years, it's very tough to see incremental changes like that. For me to go up from 20 to 75 based on what I'm doing now, it's almost impossible. To put that in perspective, if I'm double pressing the 140s, to go up to the 160s or the 170s or 180s in 50 days, absolutely absurd. It's not likely. So for beginners, appreciate your progress. Really. That's just putting things in a bit of perspective.
Pretty good improvement. I've also been noticing that a lot of my t-shirts are fitting a little bit too small these days. So I'm really hoping that Jeremy, after this video is done, can buy me a new wardrobe.
Look at this, man.
How do you think you're going to
Made
do
a lot of gains.
at the end of the week?
I'm a little bit nervous because I know there's a lot of pressure riding on this. I don't want people to watch this and then see that, okay, maybe they should be taking steroids instead of staying natural. But yeah, I'd be happy with like a 2% body fat increase and then 2 to 3 pounds of muscle gain.
I haven't seen you in 2 months. Dang, you look good though, man. It's quiet. Just getting mentally ready for this.
I'm pretty nervous right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the video and with Jeremy's rep. Hopefully I don't ruin his day and the past 3 months of his time.
Your feet can be down towards me.
But while Brandon was completing the scan, I was finding out just how hard Todd had been working since we last spoke. Cardio is like 65 minutes per day.
That's crazy.
So yeah, tired.
Jeez, man. Looks different though.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm honestly in disbelief. So, results are in. Brandon, your starting body fat was 13.6%. Today, it's at 13.5%. Which means your body fat pretty much stayed the same. Your starting weight was 149 pounds. Today is 154 pounds. Which means you gained 5 pounds pure muscle. Lean.
That's impressive for 100 days, man. Guys, getting 5 pounds of muscle is hard. It is difficult to do. The fact that this guy got it in 90 days, of course it's a beginner and all that, but still, that's impressive. That's hard to do. That's hard to do.
Muscle. Pretty good.
Especially a pure muscle. That's hard to do, man.
Let's go. But Todd, on the other hand, you started at 19% body fat. Today you're at 7% body fat.
Damn. Jeez.
Which means you lost over 10 pounds in weight, and you gained over 13 pounds of muscle.
Yeah. Imagine if he was actually only bulking. Then it would have been more. Because he was essentially in a cut, right? So for you to cut fat and gain muscle at the same time, that's not likely. You need to be on something, and he was.
Which is insane.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Holy.
He doesn't look
I'll be
impressed.
honest, I knew there would be a difference, and Todd had a big advantage, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. That's crazy. 90% to 7% while gaining 13 pounds of new muscle.
That is not possible. Unless you're on steroids. If you're natural, you can do one or the other. You cannot do both. You cannot cut and bulk at the same time. You're bulking or you're cutting. But if you're on juice, you can do both at the same time. I'm not encouraging anybody to take juice, but still, for your awareness.
Todd's transformation is an incredible feat, even with the help of steroids. But although Brandon built just 1/3 as much muscle as Todd, he still gained significantly more muscle than the average natural lifter, without spending every waking moment in the gym. As for the ultrasound results, while Todd did have a speed in most muscle groups, Brandon actually saw more growth in his delts, biceps, as well as one leg muscle, likely due to the special exercises we incorporated. So while I respect Todd's choice to hop on gear, in my opinion, unless you're as dedicated to competing as Todd or need testosterone for health reasons, the risks simply aren't worth it.
Yeah.
Brandon is proof that with the right approach, us natties can still make incredible progress without putting our health at risk.
Yeah.
And if you want more guidance and are looking for a step-by-step program that shows you exactly what workouts to do, and
awesome video. That's really it, man. Stay natural. Based on that, I know that there's a lot of things you can do naturally. You can do it the right way, get to your potential without putting your health at jeopardy. That's the key. I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. I'm 32 now. Well, I will be 32 very soon. Am I already 32? No, I'm 31. I'll be 32 very soon. Been doing this for 16 years, and I would say that I'm doing pretty well. So, never had to go on the dark side, which is hopping on steroids or whatever. It's very achievable. And I'm definitely glad to see experiments like this because it gives people that natural more hope. So don't lose any hope if you're natural. Stay natural. Don't do anything. I cannot speak for people that are professionals that need to be doing it at that level. But if you are a new lifter, you do not need to hop on anything. Do it naturally. It'll take longer, but it'll be worth it without you sacrificing health. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned for more. God bless.